Here is my thrift store haul from yesterday. I picked up all of these DVDs as well as a lot of Blu-rays from a local thrift store, including a CD and 2 cassette tapes. Fortunately, they were having 25% off all white tags, so that was a big bonus. Was able to get a little bit of a discount on some of these. I paid a little more than I normally would like to. However, most of these are ones I've never had in the store. Actually, I think all of them are DVDs and CDs I've never had in the store before. And so that'll be good. Out of all of these, only one is going to go on eBay. The rest will go in my local store. Local store, local store, local store. Blu-rays, DVDs over here. I will be putting them out. Probably almost all of these will go out next week. Most of the Blu-rays, probably not all of them, but most of them will go out next week, as well as all of the DVDs. And I got 2 TV box sets as well. I try to put out about 10 to 12 Blu-rays every week, new inventory for the store. So the reason why I liked a lot of these is because they're ones I've never had before. And there's a lot of unique types of titles that I wasn't even familiar with. I got one 4K one as well, which is the newer Mary Poppins Returns. I always like to get 4K. I added 2 4Ks to my store this week. Crazy Rich Asians and It. I have around 500 Blu-rays in my Blu-ray section in my store, but they're very popular, so whenever I come across them out in the wild, I pick up interesting, unique titles I don't currently have or have not had before. The same goes for DVDs, as I have a large selection and a lot of people that buy DVDs. A lot of these were priced, the DVDs were priced 99 cents and with 25% off, and a lot of the Blu-rays were $2.99 with some other prices thrown in, but many of them were just $2.25 each. I sell Blu-rays for $3 in the store, but a good amount of these are going to go for more than that. These bottom 3 here, Curse of Chucky, The Boy, and what is it? Let the Bullets Fly. Those are all going to go for $3 in the store. I base my prices on what they're going for on eBay. So if they're going for around $6-7 on eBay, total including shipping, I'll sell them for the $3 in my store. However, if they're going for more than that, I'll price them a little higher. So we got Bigfoot. I have never seen these movies. So Poker Night. There's a lot of horror movies here. Rec or Record 2, I guess. Yakuza Weapon. These all I'm going to price it. I priced at $4. And yes, I will be taking off these stickers before putting them out in my store. So those are all $4. Here is one. What is this one? Kumiko the Treasure Hunter. This one I'm pricing at $5. And then it starts to go up from there. These are $5. So we got Equalizer 2. Assault Girls. This one's for $6. A Lonely Place to Die. The People Under the Stairs. $6. Bone Tomahawk. If you haven't seen that, that's quite a movie. That one I'm selling for $7 in the store. And then this one's Sealed, Love and Basketball, for $7. Super Hybrid, which is a new generation of killer car movies, is here. $7. This one is sealed, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Lies, Blu-ray. So $7 for that. Day of the Dead, $8 for this one. This Blu-ray actually on eBay goes for around $14, $15 at the lowest price. And then, as I mentioned before, I have 2 TV box sets. Haven, which I'm selling for $8. The Dick Van Dyke Show. I believe this is season 1. Season 1. Selling that one for $5. Yeah, and then the 4K one is for $4. As far as the DVDs, start down here at $5 and go all the way up. The most expensive one is $8, which is a double one. Double movie, Western double feature, The Mercenary and God's Gun. I have not seen any of these before. We got Eat My Dust, which, do you recognize who that is? Yes, Ron Howard. So, never heard of that movie, never seen it. This one looks pretty gross. Squirm, which you can imagine what that is. This is called Rubber. This is apparently brilliant, manic originality. Seems sort of thriller-ish action kind of a deal. Oh, and it says it's comedy as well. This is an old school one with James Coburn. In like Flint. Selling this one for $6. Another James Coburn, Our Man Flint. So we're definitely putting those out together. This looks like a horror called Session 9, and this one is a Western, which I cannot, Keoma, I guess. So this one I'll be selling for $5 in the store. I also picked up this Now That's What I Call Music 47, because it was 99 cents minus 25 cents, 25% or 25 cents, and it was 75 cents in the store. I am still working on getting the entire set together. I have a ton of them, but I've sold a good amount of these as a lot, and they do pretty well on eBay. So when I come across any of these, especially this isn't super new, this is from like 10 years ago, but I think they're up to like 90 or 100 or something like that now. But when I come across these, I pick them up if I can get them cheap. Of course, if I pull them out of Gaylords, I also put them to the side to create lots. And then they had some cassette tapes, so I do sell these in my store. This is Atlantic Star, which you may or may not remember from back in the day, in the 80s. And this one online, there's not too many copies. I think there's 5 or 6 on eBay. I'm going to sell it for $4 in the store. I got it for 99 cents minus the 25% off, so 75 cents. So that's a good one. This one was interesting. It's Motown, but it's the Marvelettes Anthology Volume 1. And this one I'm selling for $6 in the store. It was actually 99 cents, but yellow is 50% off, so it was only 50 cents. That's a really cool one, Motown Marvelettes. The only one that I will be selling on eBay out of this group from the thrift store is this double Western feature, Death Rides a Horse and A Reason to Live, A Reason to Die. We got James Coburn, Lee Van Cleef. So this one is pretty rare. There's only one copy on eBay currently, going for about $34. I'm going to list mine at $29.99 plus shipping, taking offers. One has sold. I believe it was an auction, if I remember correctly. It sold for just under $20. So I will list this one $30 and hopefully get some decent money for that one. The 3 things that I'm always looking for when I go to a thrift store for my local store to resell are Blu-rays, video games, and records. Especially video games, number 1, and then Blu-rays. Now, I do sell a good amount of records, so records is up there as well, so I'm always looking for records. Speaking of that, I totally forgot that I did buy 2 records. I totally forgot. These were hiding in my back of my truck. I did pick up 2 records. The last time was at the thrift store. This particular thrift store, I picked up some records as well, which I shared with you. So these were the only 2 that were worth it for me. We have Switched on Bach, which if you know, then you know. Lavender Hill Mob, I don't know about them, but they're apparently classic rock from the 70s. Really cool cover, as well as a cool name. So I don't remember off the top of my head what I'll be pricing these. I didn't price them before because I forgot about them. But this one, there's a lot of copies on eBay, but it sells all the time. It's very popular. This one might be like a $5, $6 one that I'll put in the store. Lavender Hill Mob is kind of unique, so I'll probably price that individually as well, instead of pricing it at $3, where I have most of my records priced. There's the Mob, not in lavender. Always looking for records as well. I've been surprised by what I've been finding at this thrift store. This is a thrift store I used to go to way back in the day when I was only selling on Amazon and then a little bit on eBay, and I would mostly just look for books and then some VHS tapes, but they no longer sell books at that thrift store. They no longer accept them for donation. They no longer have a book section, which is crazy to me because you go to every thrift store pretty much has books. This is a very popular thrift store. If you're in the area, you probably already saw the tag there. You see what it's called, but I was surprised at how good the DVDs have been and Blu-rays, and that I've been finding some records as well. Usually I don't find any records at a thrift store that are worth picking up. Either they're in really bad shape or they're just not the kind of records that I can sell in my store online. It's the kind of stuff you see all the time that is mass produced and not worth it. Needless to say, I've been pleasantly surprised by what I've been finding there. So because I have my store here locally, I can take items from a thrift store and resell them in my store, because essentially my value, what do they call it, value offering or value option or whatever, is that I have a very organized, large selection of movies and music and books. So especially the movies, especially the music, between the vinyl and the CDs, between the DVDs and the Blu-rays and the TV box sets, and also I have a good amount of video games, 2 bookcases worth, and they're all organized. The movies, the Blu-rays are all together, not by genre, just together. But as that collection or selection grows, maybe in the future I'll be breaking them up as well. But the DVDs, I have all the box sets, TV shows together, and I have DVDs broken up by genre, like action together, comedy, drama, sci-fi, horror, kids, etc., etc. I even have collections based on the actors in the movies, like Robert De Niro, or like Julia Roberts, or Robin Williams, Will Smith, etc. So that's sort of my that's what it is, value proposition. That, yeah, you can go to a thrift store and buy items potentially for cheaper than I have them here, although my CDs are $2, and my DVDs are $2, and my Blu-rays are $3, unless otherwise priced or marked differently, of course. So my prices are pretty low, and lower than a lot of thrift stores as well. But you can, you're going to have to hunt and search, and it's all disorganized. But here you can come and find something pretty quickly if I have it, that kind of thing. So I enjoy finding stuff at the thrift store, or getting it in a donation or in a big bulk lot and putting it here locally in my store as I build my clientele, my customer base for my store. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Take care.